Can you hear me? Whoa, it's working. I I just said, everybody always thinks I'm really calm when they go, "Oh, you're so calm," and I'm like, I'm not on the inside. And right now, on the inside, everything is just going just crazy because I didn't realize what time it was. So I apologize. Um, just deep breath. That's it. Feeling better. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Katja. Hi, Karen. Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. Laura's here, and so most of the gang's here. How you all doing? If you're watching on Periscope or YouTube, say hi as well. I don't know you're here unless you say hi. Um, so you can hear me now. That's good. Good to know. The meditation we're going to do today is just, who is the observer? Who is the person that knows you're a person? So if you were to ask yourself the question, who am I? And you go, well, I'm Stephen. And then, who is aware of the I? And then, who is aware of the awareness of the I? So we're going to do a meditation. So really, whenever a thought comes into play or an emotion comes into play, we become aware of it. What's happening before that awareness? What's happening before that awareness? Waiting patiently for the results. US election. Yes, I have tuned into CNN a couple of times this morning. Just all ballots need counting. You know, the UK, the US, Europe, the Western countries are the top of the democracy. We count all ballots. We have the people that work in the counting offices, where the polling stations and all that. are genuine people that, they do it voluntarily, that they're there to make sure democracy is held to the highest standards. This constant stream of Facebook and Twitter and things saying about, oh, they're finding loads of ballots and all, they're just simply not. These are all ballots that have been mailed in up until and the day of the election. You're allowed to vote at that point. And if it's got that postmark on it, it should be counted. And we should sit back and wait till they're all in before we. Yeah. And it's too close to call. Yeah, simple as that. It's patience. Patience is a virtue, and I think virtues are one of the things that we're losing nowadays. So yeah, I can imagine the whole world's watching. The whole world's watching your democracy, and it's working. And yes, use lawyers, use all these things and all that. If they see something out of place or they do something, file it in court. I totally agree with that. It's where it's always happened. The thing is, there's always fraud in every election, or there's mistakes, but it's so little numbers, and it's not going to make any kind of difference. There's always somebody that fills out the wrong or puts their cross in the wrong place, and they got to have a team to come in and go, is that in the right place? Who did they mean to vote for? There's so many checks, and in every polling station, what they call counting stations, in every single counting place, there's observers. And I think it's in Georgia. A large protest has started to go outside of one of them and say to stop counting. So they want to stop counting in Georgia, but they want to keep counting in the other places. Just to count every ballot and then see where we're to. That's what we've got to do. Just popping in today. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Sherry. The only thing we can do now is wait patiently and peacefully. Exactly. The thugs intimidating people at the county place. That's out of order. Leave the good people to do. Good people. Leave the people that are volunteering their time. These people work normal jobs. They're in those sorting, counting places. I can't remember what they're called. It's stressing though, isn't it? It's stressing because I don't really know what to say about it, to be quite honest. A few things that I probably want to say about it, I probably shouldn't, and that's why I'm hesitating. It's not the time to probably say half of what I'm thinking. So let's count every ballot. One important thing to note, though, is every single one of those places that are counting ballots have observers from both the Republicans and the Democrats in there. There's not one place that doesn't have those observers. So that's worth really noting. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't really know what else to say. And that my mind's gone blank because. And yes, Rod, I noticed your message. It was good to talk to you. We will see you later this evening. Yeah, today's meditation is who is there before the eye, before the thought, before the emotion, before the awareness. And we're just going to sit with that. It's a question for you, really. I want you to dive deeper. This is an invite to you to dive a little deeper today into who you are, into your true nature, which will be interesting. I always find this interesting. I always find when we go into a meditation with the intention of who is there, or the intention of opening our hearts, or taking in suffering and releasing the pain, things like that. Whenever we go in with intention, it's always quite interesting. And we always discover something new. We always have insights. Well, a lot of the time we have insights. So yeah. Hi, Elaine. So yeah, we got most of the people on here now. I think we'll get on with that. Just check everything's working. Oh, it's locked up. No. Oh, okay. Everything locked up my end. It's like my brain is like, no. Right, here we go. Right, can everybody hear me? Yes, we're going to look at that question. We're going to make ourselves comfortable now. Like every meditation, we start with our breath and we bring our awareness to our breath. And we go through and relax the muscles, relax any pockets of tension. And we do this because very often a pocket of tension, maybe in our face or our shoulders, or in our chest or anywhere, stops us from being open and just being complete awareness. That's why we do it. So keep your back up straight and tuck your chin in a little. Come aware of your breath. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Now become aware of your face and your facial muscles and your forehead, and just relax them and allow them to become a little heavier. Just invite them to let go in this moment. As we breathe in the stillness and calmness. And the out breath, use the out breath to allow each muscle just to let go that little bit, just to soften a little bit. And if there's any particular pockets of tension, on each out breath, you can just allow it to soften just 10%, a little bit each time. If there's anywhere that's particularly been a little stubborn, just do it on several breaths, just a little more each time. So as you relax your face and your jaw, muscles behind your eyes, relax your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Relaxing down through your torso, your heart and your belly, your lower back and your bum. Then your legs and down to your knees, and your calves and your feet. Then bring your awareness back to your breath. And we'll start this by I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. So get a sense of that you're doing it. Notice that you feel like as if you're in slight control of it, that you're actually the one pulling the air in and then allowing the air to leave your body. It's almost like a mechanical motion that you're in control of. Then let that control soften. Let the I am breathing in, I am breathing out soften. So just awareness of breath. Awareness that breathing is happening. Don't try to change it. Don't do anything with it. Just observe it, like as if you would observe a cup on the side. Notice the way it feels like. It feels like you've stepped back from being the mechanical person doing it to just watching. There's this something that's aware. That's not in the control, that's not actually the breathing, that's not the body. It's just an awareness that this is happening. And every moment this awareness keeps coming up. It's not a constant. You suddenly, oh, I'm aware. Aware. You could be aware of the drips of the rain or the awareness of my voice. Whatever you want to use, just be aware of something. You know, just as the awareness of the breath is happening inside of you, so's the drips and my voice is happening inside of you. It goes in through your ears, and then your brain works out what it is and interprets it. And notice there's a real calmness with this awareness. There's no urgency, there's no to-do list with it, there's no anxiety or there's no feelings with it. It's just aware. Just things are happening. And you don't have to do anything with the things that are happening. Then if we really slow down a little more and we just relax a little more, and we've moved from I am breathing to being aware of the breath. What's happening just before that awareness? Just before the thought? Between the hearing of my voice and knowing it is speech. Space between hearing the raindrop and knowing it's a raindrop. There's this eternal space before the feelings, before the thoughts, before even the awareness arises. It's vast and eternal. There's no time, no emotions. Notice the way you move between the I'm aware, I'm listening, the listening, to the before the listening, and before the breath. You keep moving between them and going back and coming out and going back. It's almost like these steps of arising are coming out of something, but we don't quite have access to it. Who are we before the thought? Who are we before knowing it's a drip? Knowing it's a drop of rain, or knowing my voice? There's a stillness and calmness there that pervades everywhere. It's always present. We just take away the layers of the I, the ego, the awareness, the emotions, the thoughts, just slowly going beyond all of them. What's beyond the awareness? What's beyond the thought? If you come back to your awareness of breath, I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. And become aware of the warmth in your heart and the warmth throughout your body and the light throughout your body. And the way you can create this feeling of bliss, this feeling of enjoyment, this feeling of pleasantness. And from this feeling that we created from before the awareness, this come out of somewhere, but we don't know where. We can do what we want with it. We can play with it. We can allow whatever to arise, to be and do whatever we want. If something unpleasant arises, we can, oh, that arose. If something really pleasant arises, we can go, ah, I'm going to play with this one. And as you become aware of your breath, may I be well. And take a deep breath and feel it throughout your body. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. May I be loved. And of course, when we go through them, we're talking about the I that arises from the awareness. May that I be loved. May that I be happy. Because that's the only one we interpret the world with. That's the one that we nourish. That's the ego. That's the I. It's the one that we need to make healthy, to make pleasant to be with. That's the one that we need to be friends with. Be friends with yourself. Who's friends with? Who knows? If you open your eyes and come back to this present moment. So, what's that? What's your experience of when it's almost like you picture the eyes here, you know, I'm now feeling more relaxed. So I'm feeling that's a concrete feeling for me right now. And then I go slightly down below it. It's just relaxed. Then you go below that. The relaxed is coming from somewhere. What's before that relaxed? Nothing. Whoa. How cool is that? Just awareness. Yeah, how cool is that to have that experience? And did any of you experience did you feel the differences as you go back through, as you break down the construct, the concepts of ego, the person, the who you are? So I've got to go. See, that's a whole another concrete level above that. That is. Have a wonderful day. But yeah, I think that meditation really does. It really does blow wide open the impermanence of the ego, the impermanence of the self. No. Yeah. So I cannot overly say what you felt or what you become aware of, because from that depth you don't really feel. You only feel the stuff that comes out of it. But it does really break it down. So thank you, Karen. Have an awesome day. Hi, Loopy. Just seen you. Yes, it's incredibly relaxing when we don't have to do anything with it. What is relax? What is the opposite to relax? To do something. Relax is just to do nothing. We need to learn to do nothing. To do no thing. So, on that note, I'm going to go, and I will be back tomorrow, Friday, the end of the week. And every Sunday now, I'm posting the theme of the meditations for the week. The themes this week is to go beyond anxiety and uncertainty and change. So, the reason why I did that meditation today is because if you can have the experience and see the construct of the I and construct of the, and if you do it lots, you're not going to get it one go. And I'm still trying to get it now. It really does allow you to play with life more. So you start to play with anxiety, play with all these things instead of trying to deny it. So thank you for the like, KJ. So yeah. So take care, guys. I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, stillness in the storms this week's things was. So it was anxiety and uncertainty and things like that. So let me know if you want to do a particular meditation theme next week. Go live every day, 2 p.m. And don't forget to check out my podcast, Stillness in the Storms podcast. That's it. Have an amazing day. Love you guys. Take care. Namaste.